Vancouver Island is home to over 1,600 caves. Among the most spectacular and accessible are the 5 protected caves at Horne Lake between Port Alberti and Qualicum Beach. From Vancouver by car, it's 5 hours of driving, waiting, and ferries to get there, usually not practical without an overnight stay. The way to do it, of course, is by plane. Then it's a short 45-minute flight, and a rather pretty one at that. We flew along North Vancouver, the Sunshine Coast, across the Georgia Strait, and into Qualicum Beach Airport. There we rented a car for less than the cost of either the ferry or the overnight stay, and drove the Island Highway on a great dirt road to Horne Lake Provincial Park. Before reaching the caves, we reached the Horne Lake Campground. A pretty spot, would make a great stop for a picnic lunch. A little further up the road is the Horne Lake Cave Center, where we donned our cave helmets and followed our guide across the suspension bridge to begin the short hike to the caves. Along the way, we stopped to admire grikes, fossils, this limestone formation locally known as the Limestone Cowboy, and learned the difference between gullies, grikes, and caves. Finally, we came across the entrance to the River Bend Cave, turned on our lights, and headed down. Every chamber we climbed down into looked like a dead end, but each contained a seemingly too narrow crack in the rock that led to yet another chamber. We climbed through a half-dozen chambers this way, and saw many spectacular formations entirely by the light of our helmets. And then, we sat down in a circle and one by one turned off our lights. Our guide sat down and turned his off last, to plunge us into total, absolute darkness that is hard to find anywhere else. It was pretty awesome. Then we turned our lights back on, climbed the ninja path out of the cave, and took a shortcut back to the suspension bridge and the cave center. The younglings were tired on the drive back to the airport, but everyone was in great spirits, and we flew the scenic route home, with more spectacular views of the Sunshine Coast, Vancouver, and a treat we don't always see, rainbows from the air.